So Keith, you first went to Hong Kong in 1996. What was your first impression? Of course, it's very different from now.
Oh yeah, things are very dynamic. They change a lot. Well, I arrived at the old Kai Tak airport, so it was exciting even before I'd arrived in Hong Kong.
City.
Yeah, absolutely. And what struck me was the pace, the energy. It was much more of an international city than I expected, I think. But yeah, I think it was the energy. That's what really struck me, and it was addictive, I would suggest. Yeah.
So Keith, what was your first Cantonese or Chinese phrase that you learned?
Well, I always believe when you're in a different culture that you should be respectful and polite. So I think the first phrase was "ngoi."
Ngoi. Oh, okay.
Yes.
That's really good.
But I've learned a few more phrases along my journey, and the one I found most useful, I have to say, is "gan ban bei." Because half cup, yes, it's very easy to get drawn into.
If you say ganbei.
Ganbei, my goodness, yes. I've just about lived to tell the tale. So ganbanbei. But the other one that always raises a smile is mayo banfa.
Mayo banfa.
Mayo banfa, yes.
I hope you...
It is what it is, yes. That's quite useful sometimes.
Yeah, that's really good in all contexts as
Yeah,
well.
absolutely. Yeah.
Keith, I know you travel extensively in China and Hong Kong and Asia. But what is the one thing that you like the most in Hong Kong?
Well, it's got to be some kind of seafood. I would say hagao.
Hagao?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, very nice. I'm looking forward to having that again. And of course, the egg tarts are very good as well.
I love egg tarts too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should go to try some.
Absolutely, yeah.
So Keith, I think we discussed it separately in a different location about when Hong Kong is going to open up again. So we're very excited and eager to go back as soon as possible. But where is the place in the city that you will first visit and most excited to visit, and why?
Maybe there's two places, if I may.
Okay.
I think the first one is to go to the International Commerce Centre. You go to the top floor. There's
ICC, yes.
amazing view
Yes.
looking across from Kowloon to Hong Kong. And actually to go at sunset and to watch the sunset, it's mesmerising. You could sort of lose an hour easily just looking at the view. And then probably to go and take the Star Ferry, because I think you haven't really experienced the Star Ferry till you've been on it after dark, when you see the whole skyline lit up before you when you're on the water. That's fantastic.
Is very true.
That is the best $3.20 anybody could ever spend. Yeah.
So your recommendation is go to ICC to see the sunset and then take the ferry.
And then take the Star Ferry across.
That's
Yeah,
really good
yeah.
suggestions. Brandon Medical is based just outside of Leeds of Yorkshire, which is very famous for tea. But what is your favourite, tea or coffee?
Well, I do like both. I do like Italian coffee. I've been to Italy many times. But I think actually the tea in Yorkshire is very good, and I would say that, wouldn't I? But it doesn't compare. It doesn't compare to the tea in China and in Hong Kong. So I think if I was in the UK, I'd probably drink Italian coffee, but I very much look forward to returning to Hong Kong and having some proper tea.
And let me give you a suggestion for one of the Hong Kong speciality in the Cha Chan Tan. That is a mix of coffee and tea.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
I can't wait to
It's called yin yang.
I look forward to trying that.
Yeah, so it's a mix of tea and coffee.
Thank you for the recommendation.
Yeah, you're welcome.